Hello guys, my name is Esther Musa. You can call me Essie, and I'm glad to be doing this video. I promised to tell you what I did to lose some weight. Okay, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm glad that I'm no longer where I used to be. And for those who've known me since my childhood, I've always been this big, huge girl. In fact, nilikuwa naitwanga Kanono as my nickname. There's another one I've forgotten. Ilikuwa ni gani? Anyway, let's forget about it. So, I've tried a lot of things. I've done a lot of things to lose weight. I've tried magic concoctions. I don't want to name them. I've gone to the gym. I've tried road work. I've combined all of them. And with each trial that I did, well, there were some changes. With other regimes, there were no changes at all, until I came across intermittent fasting. So I started doing intermittent fasting in 2019, but I actually knew about it in 2010. Not 2010, in 2018. So I did a lot of research about it, and based on the many testimonies of the people in the support groups on social media platforms, I decided to dive in. I decided to give it a try and see where we would end. And to tell you guys, it is the best decision that I ever made. I've never regretted it. It's now a lifestyle, and I'll keep doing it. So, intermittent fasting, unlike many other dieting protocols, is not even concerned with what you actually eat, but when you eat. So, fasting is fasting. Fasting means that you do not eat any food, or you do not consume any calories. And eating means that you eat food, you consume calories. So fasting is fasting, and eating is eating. So with intermittent fasting, you eat and then you stay without food for a given number of hours, and then you eat again. Like, we have a fasting window, and then we have an eating window. And we have so many protocols of intermittent fasting. We have the 16 hours, 8 hours, whereby you can fast for 16 consecutive hours, and then you break your fast and then eat your food within 8 hours. We also have the 18-6, whereby you stay without eating food or consuming calories for 18 consecutive hours, and then you eat your food within 6 hours after breaking your fast. And then we have the OMAD, that means 1 meal a day, whereby you just eat, you consume the entire amount of calories that your body needs in one sitting. So you eat and then you fast. After 24 hours, you break. It should not necessarily be after 24 hours. It could be 22. You could fast for 22 hours and then you eat 1 meal in that day. You could fast for 18 hours and then you eat 1 meal. You could fast for 23 hours and then you eat your 1 meal. So, how the body loses fat with the intermittent fasting is actually simple. When we consume food, we get our energy from the food that we've eaten, from the food being burned. So our bodies are fueled by the food that we have just eaten. So when the food is digested, broken down, After 8 hours, the body starts now using the stored sugar, glycogen, to fuel all its activities. After 14 hours, if you have not yet eaten anything since your last meal, after 14 hours, your body will now start using the stored fat. It will start burning the stored fat to produce fuel for energy, so that your body can run its normal functioning. Yeah, our bodies need energy to function normally. That is basically how one loses weight. The longer you fast, the longer you burn fats. And with the body, you don't have to eat a lot of food actually. The enemy of the body is what you eat. You see, when you eat, your body will consume all the amount of calories that it needs, and when you have excess, it is stored, it is turned into fats for future usage. So the more you eat, the more you never allow your body to consume the stored fats. But the more you fast, the more fats get burned. So today I was just telling about intermittent fasting, but I will do other short videos in full explaining how to do intermittent fasting, what to expect, the benefits of intermittent fasting, how to break a fast, because breaking a fast is as equally important as how you do your fast. I'll be talking about what one should do, what one should consume, and what one should not consume during IF, and what to expect. Thank you so much. I hope you followed it to the end. Kindly like my channel, subscribe and share. Yeah, and feel free to ask me questions that I should address. I will also be sharing my before photos and my current photos for motivation, so that you can actually believe that intermittent fasting works. Cheers.